Single person earning $70,000 a year with health insurance provided at work, no change to coverage, no additional taxes. Okay, I think that's important to note. Go ahead, next. Family of 5 earning $25,000 a year with no health insurance provided at work, and this is one of the things I wanted to show you. They're covered on Medicaid, they pay nothing. Go ahead, next. Family with 3 dependents earning $260,000 a year. I don't think any of us are going to feel too sorry for them, but with employer-provided health insurance. No change to insurance coverage, and that's where the taxes kick in. Okay. How is healthcare reform funded? Okay, so shown in the previous slide, starting in 2014, those earning over $200,000 a year, depending upon the exact circumstances, they're going to see a little bit of a tax increase, particularly on investment income, 3.8%. Okay. Those with Cadillac health insurance plans will see a 40% increase in premiums starting in 2018. I just want to talk about that very quickly. It's mostly unions who are in that situation, and you notice that the implementation date is moved out to 2018. Okay, there's a couple of reasons for that. Collective bargaining agreements are in place that go from 2 years, 3 years, 5 years with the case of unions. So this gives them a chance to alter their collective bargaining agreement so that either they don't fall into this Cadillac health insurance plan situation, or they do with their eyes open and other things are implemented with their agreement that mitigate this. But a Cadillac health insurance plan is defined as one where the premiums for an individual are $10,000 a year or more, or $20,000 a year or more for a family, just to give you an idea. Not too many people are in that situation. A loophole has been closed in corporate taxes. I want to mention that very briefly because the day after the health insurance plan was enacted, you saw there were some news reports of some big companies taking chargebacks as a result of that. And they're saying, okay, we're going to have to pay $125 million for whatever it is. There was a tax write-off implemented in 2003 that should never have given them this money to begin with. They were given credit, if I'm not mistaken, on their Medicare payments. Just give you a round example. Let's say they were given a $10,000 tax. Let's say their Medicare bill was $10,000. Just as an example, they were given a $2,000 credit, and they were supposed to be able to claim the rest of the $8,000 as a tax write-off. Well, because of a problem in the bill, they were able to claim the entire $10,000, including the $2,000 they were getting back from the government. So the $2,000 credit that they were getting from the government is now no longer able to be written off on their taxes. They're complaining about this. They were never supposed to get that in the first place. Next slide, sorry. Employer responsibilities, large employers, 50-plus employees. They are going to be subject, I think we talked about this, 50-plus employees, subject to an excise tax if all employees are not covered, and just one of the non-covered employees purchase insurance in a state exchange. A similar excise tax will be imposed if the employer doesn't cover 60% of the premiums or more. Next slide. Employer responsibilities, incentives for less than 25 employees. Again, I think you mentioned this earlier, there are no penalties for small businesses of less than 25 employees, but they will get tax credits of up to 35% of their contribution to the employee health plans if they cover 50% or more of the cost of the health insurance premium costs. And there are some, depending upon the income of the employees, that can go up or that can go down. Any questions on the employee contribution or the employer responsibilities? Sorry, I'm
so we're going to hold the political ramifications for another time, so a more extensive one. How do people feel about the bill today?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I had a question.
Not as bad as it's been portrayed. Yes, question?
I have a suggestion.
Yes.
I had a question.
Oh. Yes, 1, 2.
Anthony Weiner compared the overhead for Medicare at 4% and the overhead for insurance more like 30% because of their huge profit. How do they control the profit? I heard that it has to be kept at 15%. If you go into that, how do you control? Because that's the high cost of the.
Well, I think they're controlling it in a roundabout way by saying you have to provide this level of coverage. Right? You have to provide this level of coverage. Your premiums can't go beyond a certain amount, and you can't deny things without the state